So Rise and Grind is something that I've thought about for years and years. I first started conceptualizing the idea in 2014. And the whole concept around Rise and Grind is, creating a personal development experience that can help people really prepare for the year that they are about to face. I faced a lot of years in my life where I trialed and errored through a lot of my years, with no real plan, taking every day as it comes, as it came. And one of the things that I got to realize is that when you're living life like that without no actual plan, you do more errors than you get more successes. And also coming from a background where planning was never something that I was taught, and the more I did my life coaching, I started realizing the value and the importance of planning, but planning appropriately and planning at the right times. And that's what really galvanized the idea of Rise and Grind, is building an experience where we could help other people make sure that they don't have to trial and error through life, but they can actually come together and be in a space where there's like-minded people, but there's also other career experts that can help them plan appropriately, not just in one area of their lives, but across their entire life spectrum. So that's how Rise and Grind came about. It's an idea that has been in my mind and in my heart since 2014, and finally in 2018 we had our first one. I think the last 3 experiences were amazing in the sense that they validated that we're on the right track, and I think how they've impacted my mind about the upcoming Rise and Grinds is that we need to create more access to more people. We need to send this out to more people. We need to get more people to come on board and to be part of the experience, because the testimonies that we've received after Rise and Grind have been absolutely life-changing and have been so humbling. So looking at the first one that we had in Rustenburg when we started, and to see how we've just grown the experience, moving it to Gauteng, opening it up to more people, making it a residential event, and just the feedback that we've gotten after every Rise and Grind, I think it validated that we're on the right track. Even the feedback from the speakers that we've had amazing speakers throughout the past 3 years, and the consistent message has been, this is important, this is valuable, and more people need to be given access to this. So I think going forward, our vision is to open it up to more and more people with each and every year that we experience Rise and Grind. When it comes to highlights, I think for me the biggest highlight has to be the first Rise and Grind we had, the first night. I think I went to bed that night being the happiest person on earth, realizing that a black child's dream is valid and is possible, and it can actually come to fruition. So having dreamt about Rise and Grind and planned about it for 4 years, to finally see it actually come to fruition, I think that was just beautiful. And I think every other moment just built on that foundation. That one day, that one moment, seeing that room in Rustenburg full with people who had paid and were validating that we believe in what you're doing. I think that was one moment that I'll never ever forget, and I think everything that I did and that I'm continuing to do is building on that belief from that one moment. So yeah, it absolutely has to be the first Rise and Grind.